Hey there, if you've ever been in talk therapy, which means speaking to a counselor, a therapist, a sociologist, a psychologist, psychiatrist, for any type of issue, whether it's anxiety, depression, a marital problem, PTSD, social anxiety, seasonal affective disorder, whatever it may be, you're going to want to watch this because I'm going to compare talk therapy to something I've discovered a little bit more recently, and that is microdosing psilocybin magic mushrooms. My name is Dr. Dave, and I am not a mental health professional. I'm a retired dentist, actually, and none of this information or none of this subject matter I'm giving you in this video today is to be taken as medical advice. It's friend, I'm your friend speaking to you, and that's we can be friends, but this is not to be taken as medical advice in any way. I've been through my share of talk therapy, whether it was during my first marriage, whether it was around the time of my divorce, whether it was time that I was going through some real bad struggles with anxiety and depression and things I didn't even understand about myself. I went through a ton of talk therapy, on and off over 20 some years worth for sure. Did it work? I can't say that it did. I paid a lot of money and I spent a lot of time, and I really did not get the results I was looking for. And the results I was looking for was feeling good about myself, feeling calm, no anxiety, no depression. No, that talk therapy did not do any of that for me at all. Fast forward to about 8 months ago, I started microdosing magic mushrooms, psilocybin mushrooms, a very small dose of a psychedelic mushroom, 2, 3, 4 times a week. And I will tell you that by doing this, it far outweighed any type of talk therapy that I've had over 20 plus years. Now, I'm not down on talk therapy. If talk therapy does work for some people, not many, because it's the type of thing that you just always have to keep going back and back and back, and it's never ending, and it's very costly, and it just to me it doesn't really work as well as I think it should. I went into my therapist, who happens to be a psychiatrist, within the past couple months, and I told him exactly what has taken place since I've been microdosing magic mushrooms. I actually had everything laid out in a little booklet. I shared with him what I've learned about myself. I have just things that I wrote down that I discovered and learned and improved about myself. And he looked at me in the eye and he said, David, he said, you learned in a couple months what it would have taken somebody 20 plus years to learn in talk therapy. And coincidentally, he nailed it, because that's exactly the amount of time that I had been spending in talk therapy. He was very impressed, and he is a doctor. He's an MD. He's a psychiatrist. He was extremely impressed, and he said, this is absolutely working for you. So I wanted to share this with you. And if you're going through some really tough times, a lot of people are messaging me and writing to me. They're depressed, anxious, suicidal, really bad PTSD, social anxiety where they can't even leave the house. They can't get out of bed. I really, really feel for you if you're in that category. And that's why I'm making these videos, because magic mushrooms, microdosing magic mushrooms has totally changed my life for the better. Every day I wake up in the morning, I don't feel any anxiety. I don't have that revved up feeling that I used to have. I used to feel terrible. It went away. Everybody's different. I can't swear that it would work for you, but I'm just sharing with you what has worked for me. You can look at, I've done a lot of videos on actually how to do it, the doses I take, things like that. The only thing I don't share, how to source it, how to get it. That's going to be up to you. I don't want to go there in these videos. I just want to share my experiences from me actually doing the microdosing. I really hope this helps you. Thanks for being with me. I welcome any comments, questions, or anything else you might have, because this has been a life changer for me. I'm Dr. Dave. Talk to you soon.